What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today we're going to be using a brand new team with Slowbro, Clefairy, Scrafty, Landisfarian, Togedemaru, and Heatran. And yeah, so if you are an old-time viewer and have watched my videos since back in 2015 when VGC 2018 Back not 2018, but VGC Back Battles was first a thing, my first ever series for VGC Back Battles ever. We did use this team. It's actually a team based off my 2015 Mega Slowbro team, and I remember really enjoying that team a lot. We got Mega Slowbro, and then we just have the Togedemaru over the Raichu slot. So we're going to see how it works. Not exactly too sure. I've only played a few games with this team. It's done alright. It's kind of got like even. So yeah, we'll see if this team is going to go, but we'll be right back with the first battle of today's episode. Alright, our first opponent of today will be Nick from the Netherlands, 1563 rating, with the team, Machamp. Celesteela, Charizard, Machamp, Landisfarian, Tapu Lele, and Aegislash. This really reminds me of a 2015 Worlds team, Mark McQuillan, who did win the Senior World Championship with 4 of these Pokemon. I'm not sure if he had an Aegislash, I don't think he did. Definitely did have Celesteela, Charizard, Machamp, and Landisfarian, however, so... Oh man, let's see. What do I want to go? I don't really need Togedemaru in this matchup, although Ironhead looks really good on that Tapu Lele as pressure. I don't want to just go Slowbro here as a lead. Slowbro, Togedemaru. Do I want to go Togedemaru? I'm not sure. I really need someone to threaten the Aegislash, however. Is Landers that great in this matchup? I don't think it is. I think I'll go Slowbro plus Heatran. I'm worried about Tapu Lele Aegislash lead, which could definitely be a thing. Scrafty and Clefairy. If Landers does lead, I could always just switch out my Heatran into Scrafty, so I don't feel like it'd be the end of the world. So I'm going to make a mid-ground lead here, just because I don't know exactly what my opponent would lead here exactly. I could see Aegislash, Tapu Lele leading, because Tapu Lele could threaten my Scrafty, which is my main source of damage output against my opponent. Although, what kind of Tapu Lele is it? I could see all-out pummeling on that Tapu Lele because of the fact my opponent's kind of weak to, what's it called? Oh, we are not playing this turn 1 game, are we? Aegislash Celesteela does lead, however, is it an ally switch coming out turn 1? Well, why would you ally switch if I could click Heat Wave? Yeah, actually no, that doesn't make much sense in my opinion. I'm going to attempt to Calm Mind here and just overheat the Aegislash turn 1. Because if he King Shield, try to trick him, that's alright here. And if he Icy Wind, that's okay as well. Because with a Calm Mind, even if he King Shield and like Icy Wind and get speed advantage, I could probably just switch out to Clefairy and slack off the damage. Because I'm pretty sure Mega Slowbro should be able to live. Overheat does come out and connects with the Aegislash. So my opponent giving me the Aegislash turn 1. That was probably the biggest threat to my Mega Slowbro. Get rid of that Aegislash turn 1. That is fantastic. My opponent probably wasn't expecting the overheat there. As Calm Mind going to come out from the Slowbro. This is going to be a +1 Mega Slowbro. So it's special attack and special defense is going to rise as Trick Room comes out. And you have anything that could be slower than Slowbro? I don't think you did. That's amazing. That was probably the perfect turn 1. As Charizard going to come out here. You're not going to click a fire type move. You are definitely going for Solar Beam. And luckily with Slowbro you cannot crit it. So all I have to do is go out into Clefairy, get my Friend Guard up, and Calm Mind with my Slowbro. Since Slowbro will be able to heal up. Well, not heal up, but able to set up against this Charizard and take no damage. Landorus is going to come out, which is alright here. As let us see what my opponent's going to go for. Intimidate not really affecting any of my Pokemon here. And Heatran is going to switch on to Clefairy. Let's see what Charizard decides to do. Let's do Psyshock is going to do a lot to Landorus. I'm considering maybe going for Skull, but with the Assault Vest, I'm not sure if it's going to be a 2 KO through Sun. So, Charizard going to Mega Evolve here. And with Friend Guard with +2 Mega Slowbro, this is going to be pretty fun of a match here. Groud's going to activate, and I just love that Mega Slowbro can't get crit here. The one problem I had with Celesteela back in 2015. Calm Mind going to come out. Alright, let's see. Charizard, you Solar Beam here? Maybe Hidden Power Ground if you have it. Yep, Solar Beam gonna come out. Let's see how much this does with the Friend Guard and the +2 special defense. It's still gonna do a chunk. It's not gonna do too much, I feel like. Oh, yeah, Mega Slowbro just ate that up. Nice. So now I can Side Shock the Landers here. I think just Heal Pulse the Slowbro. Because I'll live a Solar Beam and a Z move from Landers thanks to Friend Guard. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. Charizard can protect here. Or switch out, which is completely okay because I'll get my Heal Pulse off into my Slowbro and get a lot of damage onto this Landers as Psyshock does come out into the Landers. How much does this do? A really solid chunk there. Heal Pulse is going to come out. Let's see what this Landers is going for. Probably Earthquake or maybe a Z move. It is just going to be Earthquake, so that's alright here. I still don't know what kind of Cresselia this is, whether it's like Ally Switch potentially. I like how Mega Slowbro didn't even take. That was like 20%, not even, I think. Psyshock. And probably just switch out to Scrafty for that Intimidate, because I could keep Clefairy healthy for later in case I do want the Friend Guard again. I have a Fake Out Pressure, so if your ally switch Cresselia, I can Fake Out the Cresselia and just Psyshock the Landers. So this looks pretty good in my favor right here, as the Aegislash turn 1 was just really defining there. Let's see what my opponent has. Do you have that ally switch? Maybe you're going for like a Helping Hand Z move. Landers will get intimidated by my Scrafty. So let's see. What are you going for? Ally switch? No ally switch. Psyshock gonna come out. If you are Calm Mind Cresselia, Slowbro should be able to beat that 1v1. Because I have more slack offs than you do Calm Minds. And I have better physical defense if you have Psyshock. Ice Beam just gonna come out. You can't freeze in Sun, fortunately. How many turns of Sun are left? Because once Sun is gone, you absolutely lose the game. Well, you already have quite a bit of a difficult time, but still. How many turns of Sun? 2. Okay. So I can Calm Mind here. And just Fake Out. It's a good mid-ground play. My opponent really doesn't have much here. And +3 Psyshock. Not sure if it knocks out Charizard. You can protect Charizard, but Cresselia really can't do much unless it's Calm Mind here. But again, I still beat a Calm Mind Cresselia as long as I have my Slowbro. So, Calm Mind. Let's see. What does the Cresselia do? Is it going to be Ice Beam again? Skill Swap. Okay. So, you're going to give me Levitate. However, you do get Intimidated. However... Alright. I'm fine because I can always just switch out Scrafty anyway and go out into my Clefairy, which was what I was going to do anyway. Just fire for Psyshock. Yep. Don't see a reason not to. I could also go Heatran. Heatran also probably just wins this game by itself. Since it's Skill Swap, you probably don't have Calm Mind on this Cresselia. So I'll be alright here as Clefairy does come out. Give me that Friend Guard. Solar Beam going to come out. Let's see how much this does now. You didn't really do much damage in the first place, and how much do you do with my extra Calm Mind boost? Yeah, Mega Slowbro just tanking these attacks. Psyshock gonna come out into Charizard. Just able to knock out Charizard after +3. Alright, let's go Mega Slowbro. Trick Room is gonna come out from the Cresselia. Yeah, Sun should fade, so now I can just Scald the Cresselia, maybe go for some burns. However, Slowbro should just be able to win the game. I can Heal Pulse, Scald the Cresselia. And yeah, any variant of Cresselia. I guess unless it's Toxic. But that'd have to be very specific. But yeah. And you would have probably went for Toxic a lot earlier in that game. So, going to be able to win the first one. Mega Slowbro putting some really, really nice work there. Yes, actually, I believe Mark did run Toxic on his Cresselia, actually, when he did win Worlds. So, yeah. Well, he ran Skill Swap, Ice Beam. I think he did have Toxic though, and Trick Room. I think that was his moveset. But able to come through, Mega Slowbro, once it gets his Calm Minds boost and you get rid of any threats, basically. Like even physical attackers aren't really threats. Like Incineroar can't really touch Slowbro at all. Knockoff really doesn't do much. I guess it's the only thing I have to worry about is the Z moveset. But if I get Intimidated off, I think I still live the Z move. So that's pretty insane. Mega Slowbro has a lot of bulk. Let's see here what we're going to see here. It's going to be a Landis variant. Metagross, Cresselia, Tapu Koko. the Tapu Fini and a Snorlax. So, Snorlax is a bit annoying. Do I want Clefairy here? Clefairy's alright. I definitely want Slowbro, Togedemaru, and Scrafty in this matchup for sure. Yeah. I guess the question is, what do I want in the back? Landorus is alright. Heatran can put in work. I can also see Clefairy also putting in work. So this is kind of tough. I don't want immediate damage, so I'm kind of leaning towards Heatran. Because Heat Wave and Overheat can just nab me some knockouts. Clefairy is better board positioning in case Snorlax gets a bit out of hand. Although I do like redirection. You know what? I'm going to try out Clefairy here. Maybe I should have brought Heatran for more damage output. I'm going to be really relying on the Slowbro. However, my opponent really doesn't have much to touch Slowbro. Calm Mind Fini does not beat it. As long as I'm able to boost up alongside the Fini. Coco can't beat it with Togedemaru still around on the field. And I still have Follow Me Redirection afterward. Which is why I kind of want to have Clefairy as a backup plan. Because Togedemaru might be the one that's getting targeted a bunch. Snorlax Landorus, okay. So Snorlax can go for a belly drum if it really, really wants to. Do I expect it to? No, not really. However, it is a potential option. I think Calm Mind from Slowbro, just Mega Evolve Calm Mind, is a safe play. I don't need my Oblivious in this matchup because nothing has Taunt other than maybe Fini. Scrafty looks like a good play because it does get Intimidated off onto both of these Pokemon. Absorbs the Earthquake as Landorus is going to switch out on my opponent's side and bring out the Metagross. So, alright. Metagross can't really touch Slowbro at all for damage. So I'm alright with this turn. If Snorlax wants to go for a belly drum here, my Scrafty does have foul play. So I'll be able to most likely knock out the Snorlax. I mean, I should be able to. It just depends on... I guess if it's max defense, then maybe that's the only way. But then you can't knock out Slowbro. Because +6 return doesn't even knock out Mega Slowbro, which is actually quite insane. And I don't have like a defense nature. So Calm Mind gonna come out. So my Slowbro gonna start boosting. What does this Snorlax go for? Just high horsepower into Togedemaru. Okay. I think I'm just gonna Calm Mind again and fake out the Metagross here. Yeah, I like that play because I don't feel like if you have a berry on Snorlax, you don't want me to knock it off. You're probably just gonna retreat anyway. And I'd rather fake out the Metagross just so my Scrafty doesn't get too heavily damaged. Snorlax can't do much damage anyway. So yeah, Snorlax is gonna retreat here. What's coming out? It's going to be the Tapu Fini, which is alright. Because again, you're giving me free turns. If you're making all these defensive switch-ins, I can just keep getting my Calm Minds up and start dealing some massive damage to my opponent's side. Metagross is going to Mega Evolve on my opponent's side. What's it going to do afterward? I think that means to go on the offense. Yeah. So I got to fake out. I could have potentially went for Foul Play Scald, but I didn't want to risk like if the opponent's Metagross decides to protect. Calm Mind is better anyway, because now this Fini is not going to be able to touch my Slowbro. Even if it's a Specs variant, it's not going to be able to do much damage. This is looking pretty good here. I don't want a Moonblast going out in my into my Scrafty, so I'll go for Scald. You could double up my Scrafty slot, but I think I'd be okay with that. Maybe you Stomping Tantrum Moonblast my Scrafty slot, which I could 100% see. But no Tapu Koko. There is no Tapu Koko on the board, so that's actually extremely huge here. No Tapu Koko means I am pretty good. Oh, Thunder Punch. With the Friend Guard? Did you see how much damage that did? Because I saw how much damage that did, and that did absolutely nothing. Alright. Scald gonna come out. Nice to a KO, and you don't really have solid switch-ins afterward. I guess the problem is Fini plus Snorlax in the back. Yeah, that could be a little annoying. I could see Metagross protecting here. I think I want to Psyshock the Tapu Fini slot, and I do want to protect Clefairy. Because I wonder how much Psyshock actually does to Feeny. If it's a 2 KO, I do want to get rid of it. Metagross is going to protect, which I thought it was either going to Iron Head the Clefairy slot to get rid of it, or go for that protect, scouting for a Scald into that slot. But right here, I think maybe getting rid of Feeny here is more ideal right here for my Scrafty, because once Tapu Fini goes down, yeah, the Snorlax, a Landorus, and a Metagross, they don't appreciate the Slowbro, as Psyshock going to come out, target down that Tapu Fini slot. How much damage is that going to do? That is a 2 KO. That is really nice there. As I will just fire for Psyshock. I feel like you're just going to Iron Head. I don't think Thunder Punch Moonblast knocks me out. And I'm just going to go my Togedemaru here. Because I just don't see you Thunder Punching. Well, I guess you could really Thunder Punch if you really want to. But then again, I have Lightning Rod, yeah. So Iron Head does go into Togedemaru here. And a Moonblast probably out into Slowbro. Yeah. Does some pretty good damage because of the fact that... That does some pretty good damage. Tapu Fini does go down. And now... I come down to flinches at this point. Yeah, I could come down to flinches. Lander should come in. Luckily, the Metagross can't go for Thunder Punch, which means it's dropped either Ice Punch or Stomping Tantrum. I feel like you would... What would you drop? I think you drop Ice Punch. Snorlax gonna come out? Interesting. Okay. I don't see a reason not to just fake out the Snorlax and just slack off the damage to Slowbro, unless you try to Iron Head flinch the Slowbro. Even then, I should be able to take a few Iron Heads from this Metagross anyway. And I don't want Snorlax setting up just yet. I do have my Scrafty to deal with that Snorlax. So Fake Out going to go out into the Snorlax. Thunder Punch. Yeah, but Lightning Rod from Togedemaru going to be able to eat that up. So yum, yum, yum. Give me that Lightning Rod boost. Alright. Slack off. Heal back. Look at that. Look at that HP. I like that. As Misty Terrain's going to disappear from the battlefield. And now I could double up the Snorlax. But I kind of want to go for the Metagross instead. I got the chip damage on Snorlax that I do need for Foul Play to knock out from my Scrafty if I do need to get a Foul Play KO. So yeah, I'll just Scald the Metagross here and I'll go for a... I could Spiky Shield here. I don't really need Togedemaru on the board anymore though. So I'll just go for a... I guess I'll just go for a bit more damage onto that Snorlax. I should have clicked Iron Head more. Yeah, I should have clicked Iron Head. As... Are you really anticipating me to switch out Slowbro? I mean Togedemaru? When I really don't need to. Maybe expecting the Scrafty slot once again. Zing Zap going to come out into Snorlax, do a decent amount. Scald going to come out into that Metagross. It will be able to pick up the knockout onto that Metagross with a critical hit, which really doesn't matter at that point. What's going to come out? Just a return from this... I think my opponent really expected the Scrafty switch. I don't think he would return. We saw high horsepower, right? I think we did. Landorus is going to come out. Going to drop an Intimidate off into Slowbro as well as a Togedemaru. Scrafty's pretty healthy. I can just Scald right here into Landorus. And go into Scrafty. Yeah, I like this play. Get Intimidate off in that Landorus as well as the Snorlax. Can't really do too much. Scrafty's going to survive any combination unless it is like something like a Supersonic Sky Strike coming out from Landorus potentially. So Scrafty going to come out, bring out Intimidate, but I feel like even if you do have Supersonic Sky Strike, I can still win with just my Clefairy Slowbro on the board. We're going to see the Earthquake come out. So going to proc the Berry on the Snorlax, which is a good play for my opponent. However, the fact is, what are you going to do? I don't think you can recycle. If you return, that's alright by me as well. I wonder if it's Scarf Landorus. We never saw the item. Scald going to come out into the Landorus. Is going to be able to pick up the knockout onto that Landorus. So Landorus does go down here. And what's the Snorlax gonna do? It is going to be a return once again. Gonna be targeting out my Slowbro. And it just doesn't do anything. And yeah, I can just fire Side Shocks and Fake Out turn 1. I think a Fake Out into Side Shock into Drain Punch should be able to finish off the Snorlax. And that should be a good game. Yeah, match is going to be forfeit. So Mega Slowbro just walling out these teams right here. Mega Slowbro is putting in some work. Alright, so sorry about that. I had to take care of an interruption that ended up happening while recording. So we are back now, and we're going to find the third game of today's episode. And Mega Slowbro putting in some work. I'm really hoping we don't face more Charizard teams, because Charizard teams are a little bit annoying to handle. I would like to face, you know, more Metagross. Metagross is a lot easier. Tyranitar is actually a really scary Pokemon to deal with for this team, because Scrafty is really the best thing that can handle a Tyranitar. So hoping we don't really get to face many Mega Tyranitars. As we got our third opponent, 1568 rated player from Japan, with a Charizard, it looks like. So we're going to see the Persian, the Landorus, Amoonguss, Tapu Fini, Celesteela, and Charizard. So Celesteela is a bit annoying. It is. I like Heatran a lot. Scrafty's alright here, but Scrafty's not exactly too good in this matchup, does it? Like, it only really intimidates the Landorus, and Slowbro kind of eats attacks from Landorus anyway. Do I really need Scrafty in this matchup? I don't really think so. I'm thinking of going Slowbro, Togedemaru, Heatran, and Clefairy, which looks pretty solid against my opponent's team. So I'm thinking of going Slowbro, Togedemaru as the lead, have Heatran and Clefairy in the back. I am kind of considering bringing the Landorus variant, because Supersonic Sky Strike could be really nice. The problem is Amoonguss can put things to sleep if I lead off Togedemaru. So maybe I actually want to go Heatran plus Slowbro as the lead with Togedemaru and Clefairy in the back. Let's see how this is going to go. I think the only lead that could really hurt this is a Landorus combined with Charizard lead. However, I feel like if you're my opponent, you would probably like lead Persian Charizard, if anything. Maybe Persian Fini, for instance. I could definitely see one of those two options leading. And let's see how my opponent is going to handle this lead, because this is going to be a hard matchup with Persian being able to negate my stat boost. It is going to be Persian Tapu Fini. So Togedemaru would have actually been an alright lead. Yeah, it would have been an alright lead. I don't know what kind of Fini this is. And I don't want to Mega Evolve Slowbro because of the fact that it really doesn't get much boost. Like, the physical defense boost is not going to matter. And I do have Oblivious, so if this Persian does carry Taunt, I do want to... I can ignore it for now. I just don't know what kind of Fini this is. If it's Specs, I don't want Clefairy taking too much damage right away. Togedemaru, I don't want taking too much damage. Well, if it's Specs Muddy Waters, it's going to put me in foul play range. So I'd rather go out into my Clefairy here and try to set him some Calm Minds. I'm pretty sure what's just going to happen is if you are Calm Mind Fini, you're going to go for Calm Mind Fake Out. If you're something such as a Specs variant, you might just be tempted to draw off a Moonblast or just a Muddy Waters straight out. I feel like you might just draw off Muddy Waters here. So, Heatran going to come out. Well, if you do draw off Muddy Waters, that does give me the chance to set up. So, Clefairy going to come out. Parting Shot directly actually coming out into the Slowbro. So, I'm going to lose a bit of special attack, but I'm going to gain back at neutral. Interesting to go for the Parting Shot over anything else, really. No Fake Out immediately. So, what is coming out on the board? It is going to be the Celesteela. So, most likely a Psychic Seed Celesteela, I would imagine. Yep. Let's see what kind of Fini this is. Is it Calm Mind? It's a Hydro Vortex, it looks like. Yeah, Hydro Vortex is going to come out into the... I would assume this is going to Heatran slot. So that means my Clefairy is going to take a Hydro Vortex. I mean, I am going to be able to eat this up relatively okay. That's actually pretty good for me that I don't have to deal with a berry on this Fini. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And Clefairy actually really doesn't take as much as I thought it would. Calm Mind going to be set for my Slowbro, and I feel like if I want to get Togedemaru in, this is the perfect time to get Togedemaru in. Leech Seed, Heavy Slam can be set up from this Celesteela. It's Misty Seed, right? Yes, it is Misty Seed. So I want to get another Calm Mind up because I want my special defense boost to potentially carry my Slowbro throughout the game. And I'll go out into my Togedemaru here since unless the Celesteela has Flamethrower, which I kind of doubt it. Since it is Misty Seed Celesteelas don't usually carry Flamethrower. Usually only Leftovers variants will really carry Flamethrower. Misty Seed will usually carry Acrobatics, Heavy Slam, maybe Leech Seed or Wide Garden and Protect. We're going to see the Feeny withdraw here in a Persian, which is alright here. Because of the fact that I am Calm Minding up, my opponent's not really getting much here. And Leech Seed isn't going to be too big of a deal because it's really not that much damage overall, and I can just heal up over time. As Heavy Slam is going to come out, probably targeting down the Clefairy, maybe trying to get another Beast Boost here. As Togedemaru going to be able to take that pretty comfortably as another Calm Mind up, so this Slowbro going to be at a pretty reasonable amount of health. And I can just keep going for Calm Mind here. I don't see a reason not to. I do want my special defense to be really high here. I do need to get damage at some point. So I can see Fake Out coming out here, but unless the Celesteela does carry Flamethrower, it's not going to be able to knock me out. And I could see Parting Shot on a Feeny just because of the fact I do have Heatran as a switch in. I think I just want to Zing Zap the Celesteela right here and Calm Mind because I get benefits out no matter what. Fake Out going to go out into Togedemaru, so Togedemaru not really minding too much. A Leech Seed is going to come out from that Celesteela, target down that Slowbro slot, which is alright. Calm Mind going to come out from my Slowbro here. So now my Slowbro is boosted. My Slowbro is boosted. Let's go. Leech Seed is going to start adding up over time. However, no big deal. I could Zing Zap the Celesteela, but I'm really looking into Zing Zapping the Persian slot on a potential Parting Shot. You might Parting Shot my Togedemaru here, though. I kind of want to Scald the Persian and just Spiky Shield here because I could see Foul Play or Parting Shot in my Togedemaru. Not sure if he would Parting Shot my Slowbro because of the fact that, you know, Togedemaru is threatening a lot of damage right here. Celesteela is going to protect, so maybe it is a Parting Shot here. Going to go out into the Slowbro here, but it's actually a Foul Play instead. Perfect. And I did Mega Ball because I still want to be able to slack off the damage later. Scald going to come out into the Persian. Boosted. Knocks out the Persian. That is kind of insane. But getting rid of that Persian is an absolute big deal. But the Waltarium Z wasted on Feeny probably can't be able to knock out my Heatran in one hit, which is really nice. Landorus is going to be revealed as the last Pokemon, so no. Huh. Okay. So I can Mega Evolve here with my Slowbro here. I wonder if you U-turn here. I do want to Scald the Landorus, and obviously don't want to take an Earthquake or Earth Power. I think Clefairy is a safe play because of the fact that Friend Guard should be able to benefit my Slowbro immensely. If you U-turn with Landorus, that's okay here. The only issue with that, I guess, is if you Heavy Slam my Clefairy. But even if you Heavy Slam my Clefairy here, I get a free switch in back into Togedemaru, and that threatens the Feeny and the Celesteela if my opponent does have U-turn. So, gonna Mega Evolve here, get my defense boost. So this Landorus, I still have the best physical defense in the world right here. As Knockoff gonna come out. Yeah, that's really not gonna do anything. Look at that! That did nothing! Heavy Slam gonna come out, that's probably in the Togedemaru. Very nice play from my opponent's end. However, in order to beat the Celesteela, I feel like I could just save my Togedemaru for an endgame and probably just win by Zing Zapping. Beast Boost is gonna be attack. Huh. Okay, get rid of Landorus there with the boosted Scald. And now my opponent is down to the last two Pokemon here. I do want to slack off the damage with Slowbro because Slowbro is getting a bit too low for my liking. So I'm going to Togedemaru here. Yeah, if you don't have Flamethrower, I'm guessing you don't have Flamethrower here, but very nice play from my opponent's end. However, the fact is, I am still really loving my position here. I can still just slack off the damage, and I could just Fake Out Feeny. Or I could Spiky Shield. I'm kind of leaning towards Fake Out on Feeny because I can stall out more turns that way. The problem is I don't want to put Feeny in berry range. What is my Slowbro +2, right? Yeah. I think Spiky Shield's fine here. I think Spiky Shield, then switch into Heatran, Psyshock, protect Heatran, Psyshock, get Togedemaru in eventually. So yeah. Spiky Shield here, my Togedemaru, let's see. Gonna be a Muddy Water, so trying to get rid of Togedemaru. Alright. Accuracy drop would be pretty bad though. It could be acrobatics, but that shouldn't do too much to my Slowbro. That accuracy drop's gonna hurt though. It's gonna be an acrobatic, so very nice play from my opponent. But yeah, Slowbro just gonna be able to hang on and slack off the damage right here. So I'm really tempted to actually just go for a Zing Zap into Feeny now, because of the fact is you might want to double up Slowbro in order to try to pick up that knockout. So I'm actually really thinking about just going for a slack off right here and go for that Zing Zap into Feeny. Because Celesteela looks like it can't touch my Togedemaru at all. One Muddy Water shouldn't be able to knock out Togedemaru unless you double up here. But I'm not even sure if a double up can knock out Togedemaru with Togedemaru resisting Celesteela's attacks by 4 times resist. Moonblast is going to come out into that Slowbro. And Acrobatic is going to come out once again. Does this knock out the Slowbro? Probably does. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be a +2 Celesteela. However, the fact is, Zing Zap and Overheat will probably just knock out the Celesteela. So I can go into Heatran. Zing Zap, the Tapu Fini, Heat Wave. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that play. Yeah, because Celesteela really can't do much to my side. Even if you Leech Seed, a +2 attack won't do much to Togedemaru. And I think you're maybe worried about Encore. So yeah, Zing Zap going to come out into Fini. Do a good amount of damage to that Tapu Fini. As let's see what the Celesteela is going to go for. I do outspeed with Heatran. Heat Wave does come out into the Celesteela. And doing about 50%, which is really nice. Leech Seed going to come out into Togedemaru, which is not going to heal the Celesteela as much. So I feel very comfortable in my position here. Zing Zap into Overheat will knock out the Celesteela. Or I could just Heat Wave. As long as I connect Overheat, it doesn't really matter anyway, because Zing Zap plus Overheat will 100% get the knockout on the Celesteela because of the fact it's no special defense boost, it was just an attack beast boost, which allowed it to knock out my Slowbro, but it wasn't going to be able to win the endgame. And we do pick up a win here, so no Charizard coming out from my opponent's side. Really interesting decision, but Mega Slowbro being able to bulk its way through this team once again, and Togedemaru plus Heatran being able to finish up in the endgame. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below, shows your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff linked in the description down below, such as my social medias, the side series on the channel, previous episodes of VGC 2018 Back to Battles if you haven't missed them, and of course you can check out my other stuff as well as the paste spin of this team if you do want to go try out this team. There will be a paste spin linked in the description, as well as feel free to leave a comment because I do read them. Otherwise, until we battle again, my friends, I'll catch you all later. Have a good day, people. See you around soon.